Greetings of the day. This is Twinkle Graf, Assistant Professor, Department of Data Science. Today I'm going to give a small lecture on uh, DevOps. So we'll go into the lecture. So first is the flow of presentation. So today what are all you're going to see is the definition and why DevOps is being used, or why it is being widely used by software industry, and the same workflow or the same principles, why it is being applied in a variety of corporates, and not only in software, in other corporates also, why it is being used, what is the reason, and what are the steps, principles, and other practices, which are the tools. Just the basic introduction, or the um, basic principles you're going to see. So now, what is DevOps? The basics is that a development team and the operational team, they have to become united to give a quality software product, or be it any other product, what you're going to deliver to the client. The developing people must be in contact with the operational people. While telling about developing a team, you can go for the software developers, the testers, the quality assurance people, or even the um, front end developers, and people who are working very much close to the technical department. You can say them as the system admin, things like that. People who are very much related to the technical department, you can call them as developers. So developers and testers, they together, these technical people come under the development environment. And now you can see the operational environment, who will be the um, financial people, the people who are handling the finance things, or the client requests, more to the client requests, who people are handling the day-to-day activities, like data center management, things with the backend means, if a client is giving some um, queries or some doubts or any other improvement to be done on the product which is delivered, the client will be directly, um, they will be communicating only to the operational team. That is the major difference between agile model and the water flow model, which is not a DevOps model. So DevOps is not something which is a tool or something like that. It is a culture. It is a culture which is now being widely used in corporate. So previously we had waterfall model, which always got from left to right, like starting from developing, then the testing, and then the product is delivered, and then again if any complaints is there, then they go back again to the requirements phase. Like that, it was a very big process. So eventually people came to know the demerits of a waterfall model, so that there arose. So people, they invented the DevOps culture. So I think this will be the basic introduction, means how the developers and the IT operation people, they are going to finally collide, or they're going to finally collaborate with each other, so that to make your product um, um, more specific to the requirements, or more specific to the client desires, like that. So coming to the basic, or coming to the proper definition, you can say it is a set of practice, so which will give you a change in the system you're following, so that you will get a better product being delivered, which will assure you with quality and things. So now, why we have to move to DevOps? So destructive downward spiral in IT. They have told, Gene Kim has told, it is a destructive practice. The normal spiral practice we always follow from the requirements phase to the deliverable phase. It is always very much destructive in the sense it took more time and effort, and on the whole it did not improve the quality also. So if not, your quality is not improved, then why to follow such a old and traditional way of software practice? So that people came to know how we can improve that. So for that only, they have come to this DevOps culture, and now you can have some four acts which will tell you what are the demerits which are possibly people would have been faced in a normal traditional workflow, software workflow. So first one is the operations team, which is maintaining very fragile operations applications which is not working as an accepted one, because operational team is not in direct contact with the development team. So these both will be always at a war. You can see the product managers know they have many unrealistic commitments they would have committed, but the development team, they didn't know whether this can be deliverable or not. So again, the act 3 is like putting more of the more shortcuts for that, to give the to give again some improvement on the whole of a new product. So this was very difficult for the development and operations team. In order to uh, improve the communication, they gone into the DevOps model. So here you can see the old way was to build the code, to test it, to release, and again operate. So you can see that the developers are in the leftmost end, and the operating system people are in the rightmost side. So this would take many years and weeks, but we didn't know whether the quality of the product has been improved. So this is also one point where why you should move to the DevOps culture now. So this is next is how you can improve the quality of your product using DevOps. So this is lightning fast in the sense this is even if you take a car for example, you're manufacturing a car for an example I'm telling. If you're if you're one person is developing the um, wheel part and another person is developing the steering part for example, people should know the operational team should know which one they are developing now and which will be delivered first, which will be tested first. Everything can be known to the operational team in a DevOps culture. So on the whole, they will be having a JIT architecture, or a JIT platform where all the people will be parallelly they will be available, so that if one person is developing the wheel, one set of means the developers is developing the wheel means, and again the testers will be testing some other part which has already been developed by the developers. For example, say they will be testing some steering part, they'll be testing some other parts. So this is where there is no people who are in rest or who are wasting their time idly like that. So all the resources are being utilized when in small sections also, so parallelly also. So one person is doing the testing part, one again the same another person is doing the building part for the same, I'm saying for the same entity. So here you can see the operational team is knowing what and all is happening through the JIT platform. They'll be knowing through the timestamps provided, through the version controls, and which one they are doing now or what improvement they are doing now, whether it is possible or not. Everything will be like timestamp. How we are registering our changes, day to day changes, that will be updated in the DevOps platform, so that the operational team and the building team, the means the developing team, both will be always in a communication, so that that will make the product more quality wise improved also. Why? Because it is not if a wheel is there, it is undergoing all the processes and again it is deliverable, it is tested. For example, if I'm taking a calculator sort of software, first I will be developing the addition software, and then I'll go for the testing of it, and then delivering it. Again, some other person parallelly might have developed the multiplication, the product, multiplication product, and they would have tested it, they would have delivered it. So everything is parallelly done. So people are not idle, resources are also used, so that this will make the process faster. So that if you want to test also, you can cross test also, in the sense, if I'm giving 2 plus 5 multiplied by 6, so addition and multiplication both are being tested there. So unit testing is also done, integration testing is also done. So this way, if a product is um, individually good, or it is product wise good, or it is cross product wise good, everything can be verified in a DevOps culture, that also without wastage of time and much of effort. Next is your drivers. What are all the DevOps drivers? What and all it can do? Means, in the sense, agile. Mostly things are agile here. Nothing is like waterfall. It is always parallelly in sync. And virtualization and cloud is again very much important here. Everything is being updated then and there, even for a minute or a second. Everything is being updated. So, data center automation is important. Why? Because in data centers also, even if a disaster comes or anything comes, we need backup and all those things. So, DevOps, if you're moving into DevOps, we need everything, all these things to be perfectly, means we have to build all those things also. In the back end, all these things also should be present. Otherwise, it is difficult for a corporate to move into the DevOps culture. And here you can see the difference. It is a cyclic versus the continuous delivery. So continuous delivery, continuous um, um, integration, these are the two important principles in a DevOps environment. How you integrate things, how you deliver things then and there. Not like starting from one phase till the last phase we should wait for one product. It is not like that. We are continuously doing it then and there. So you can see that here. Here it is cyclic delivery, which is the old traditional way, and again it is the new way of building your product. So this is obviously DevOps. Means you are delivering it, and if there is any complaints or things you have to improve, then and there in daily ways you are going to improve it. So that is operability. Both comes to DevOps. So this operability, here you can see disaster recovery, supportability, everything together in a workflow. You can see that you have many softwares which are continuously giving improvement in DevOps culture. Maven, Gradle. So now it is like Gradle is also a very widely used software for DevOps workflow. You can give all your modules inside. It will give you all the um, um, dependencies. If for example something needs to be already pre-installed for some other software to be working, such a pre-installed software will already be installed by this Gradle. So like this, dependencies also will be present there. Again, another one thing is a tester might test the product in his own machine, physical machine, and when the same product is being tested by some other environment, in some other physical machine or physical and different, maybe in a different software, it cannot tell you that that was in a different machine, I tested it, it worked perfectly, now it is not working. You cannot tell such things while you're coming to DevOps. Why? Because it is a cloud based environment where it should work, the product should be tested, or it should be working in all the softwares whichever is applicable. So the steps, how you can move into a DevOps environment, you can see this. You're establishing your goals by telling them. So you have to be clear. If you are a DevOps manager or a team lead, you should tell the team whatever you're going to maintain as DevOps. What is your DevOps goal? Whether it can be the product must be very quality, very qualified like that, or if I want everyone to be in a perfect sync, like the development persons and the operational persons, or what is my goal? What do I want to get from my DevOps culture? So that thing, that objective, you should be very clear and you should communicate that with the team persons. So you're building the platform, the environments, continuous delivery. In the sense, you're going to build it, you're going to deliver it then and there. If you complete a module, a small module also, you will send that to the testing team. The testing team will be sent that to the operational team, pre-production team, and then it will be delivered to the client. So the first client will also be a person who is going to test it from the company side, from the corporate. So this is where testing is done in multiple stages. So assemble the team, be agile and not waterfall. So these all are things we saw. Assembling the team in the sense like root cause analysis meetings, project management meetings, like that we can assemble the teams and we can be clear about what is the vision of the company. What do we need through this DevOps? So that may differ with each and every corporate society, corporate company. So, another one more thing in DevOps culture is that the autonomy will be provided to each and every person who is working in the company. Means they can be a system admin, they can be a developer, they can be a tester, or whoever. Every autonomy, everyone will be given all the authority. Means you will be having all the rights to question, to change, or to give your suggestions and everything. You cannot be dumb while you're going for a DevOps culture. You should be communicating. Communication and collaboration are two important aspects while you're going for the DevOps culture. So next is the principles. There are three ways you can do how you can make a DevOps culture possible. So one is from the basic thing, from left to right. You're going to give your meetings. You're going to give some proper plan or the workflow or the flow chart, and you're telling the people that this should happen like this only. So this is one way, like this is more or less like a traditional way only. You're going to give the entire plan and the team will act according to the plan. So you can see here QA teams. So in a software development life cycle, the quality assurance teams will be, they'll be giving you what and all has to be done, things like that. So this one is like uh, always planning and doing it, the executing the plan in the right way. That's all. So this is a very basic step. The next one is daily you're going to improve things. You're not going to do the same thing daily, you're going to improve what you're doing daily. So the first step was you're going to do something according to the plan. So each day you will be given some different task, you will be doing that. But this one is not like that. The same thing you'll be doing, but you do it in a improved way. So this is one sort of your DevOps culture, where you can see continuous meetings will be given. RCA meetings means root cause analysis meetings and things like that. So this will be given better communication between the DevOps engineers. So those people will be under constant collaboration, again and again and again meeting. Even some MNCs, they give meetings daily. Daily in the morning initially, they give a small, at least a half an hour meeting. They join a meeting. They brainstorm things. What we are going to do today? How can we improve that? I have even seen such people, such corporate people. And so the third one is continual experimentation and learning. Here we this is again a new thing. You have to be always um, acquiring your changes. Means you should always embrace your failures. In the sense, we used to say no, failure is a stepping stone of success. The same thing applies here also. Even if you fail, it is of no problem. That is a learning. You take failure as a learning process. So that is what is the third step, or the third way of executing your DevOps. So this is the third one. Here you can see a basic saying is that if you are in a danger zone, if you are pushed to a danger zone, definitely you will find a way to do that. So in this way, you will be given multiple checkpoints or deadlines or things like that. Means more pressure is being put, so that eventually you will find a way. People say no, the lazy person will find a smarter way to do the same work. So similar way, when some deadlines are being given again and again, definitely you will find a better way to do that. So this is the third way. And next one is the key areas. So reducing organizational silos is the main thing. Why? Because in an organization, people can be more they'll be more they'll be thinking more of the organizational people, how they would think, how this will be done, or um, what they will think, like that. But here, all the people are given the autonomy. All the people, right from the higher level to the lower, every people are given the autonomy, so that each one is responsible for the organizational vision. So that is why continuous meetings are being held, where they tell you what is the vision of the DevOps culture being adopted here, and that is why um, the employees are also, they are also given all the authority so that they can reach the milestones. This is one thing. And here again, we have to accept all the failures. We should not blame the project management um, meetings. In every project meetings, it should be blameless, in the sense, I should take responsibility of my own failure or my own mistakes. I can tell them, yeah, this happened this way. This can be this can also be prevented in the future. So that is the DevOps way of accepting your mistake. So this has happened. We know that mistakes happen, so we can resolve that in the upcoming meetings or upcoming root cause analysis. So these are all ways how you can improve your DevOps culture. So these are all the key areas where DevOps is having much applications. I think we have given enough of the introduction to a DevOps culture, and so now Amazon Web Services and Azure has given us different. They have defined their own DevOps culture. For example, Amazon Web Service is telling that DevOps is a combination of cultural philosophies, practices, and tools. So that is increasing the organization's ability to deliver application. So this is the their high velocity is the main focus. Means they're doing it in a faster way. So that is Amazon's quality and faster way. Amazon's definition of DevOps, and again Azure's definition of DevOps is different. As you can see, a compound of development and operations, union of people, process, technology. So here more into communication, you can see. So Azure is much focusing on the communication between the people, collaboration between the people. So likewise, each and every company will um, define their own DevOps culture. Okay. On the whole, I think I have explained the basics of DevOps. So some of the DevOps practices: continuous integration, as I already told. Each unit wise testing also will be done. Integration testing also will be done, and it will be delivered then and there. Delivery is also there. Means continuous, it will be delivered. Each unit will be tested and delivered then and there. It is not like the entire whole project must be delivered at a stretch. It is not like that. Even a small unit, if you're developing it, you're going to test it, you're going to deliver it. So that is the DevOps culture you're going to do. And parallelly, everyone will be working. And continuous deployment, same thing. Again, microservices. So here also you can see it is independently done. Means my aspect or my entity I am doing, which is dependent on some other entity. It is not like that. I do my thing and then you do your thing. So it is always independent like that. And then the tools and the technologies, many tools has come now. And so on the whole you can see we need many tools in order to do all these things together. So the development team is also there, the operational team is also there. You can see what are all the developing tool does is they test, they build the code, they plan, and the operational team, they'll release it, they deploy it, operate. So this is a cycle of operations where everything is done parallelly. So you need all the people, all these people, no, all these people must be kept together in a environment, in a platform, so that everyone will be communicating with each other to make the product deliverable faster and in a quality wise also. So you can find Git again. We are very much familiar with Git, Docker again. So Maven, as I told, Jenkins is another one, a very good tool for testing and all. So every for DevOps. So here you can see many other tools also you might have come across, Ansible, and so these all make the software environment much more easier and much more communicable to other people also. It is very easier for them to manage, the people to get engaged. And now DevOps engineers, they are being highly paid. So you can see freelancing also, or any other paid from other recruiters also. You can see DevOps engineers are being um, a very big revolution now. So here you can see what are all the roles they play. Most importantly, they do CI/CD management, and all others are related to the operational team. So this is where how you can improve your employment by knowing DevOps. A DevOps certificate or a course can make you move forward to all these roles. So I think I have explained DevOps. I have given an introduction to DevOps, I think. I complete my lecture here. Thank you.